Hi all, Irwin here from BCH8 Ignite. Hope you're all well. Hope you're trying to stay safe. This vlog is centred on reflections, our own personal reflections of what we've been through since lockdown. As I personally reflect, it has put a lot of things in perspective for me in terms of what actually is important in my life as opposed to what's not important. I started to write a journal, nothing too heavy, just a few words in any given moment in terms of how I was feeling prior to the lockdown started. And now as I read that journal back, I find it quite remarkable in terms of how things have changed for me through reflection as a result of this lockdown. So take for example, the things that I used to eat prior to lockdown, I no longer eat. I'm eating more healthily. The company that I used to keep prior to lockdown, I'm no longer keeping that type of company either. And that's not to say that that company was bad or anything negative. It was just the fact that I realised through reflection that that's not the environment that I want to be around in. Going to the beach, I used to love going to the beach. And I went down there recently and I realised that the amount of people that were down there, for one, was like we'd never had a lockdown. But the positive reflection of that was, I really don't like to be around a lot of people. Might sound a bit strange, but because I've never had time to really reflect on that, I've never noticed it. But now that I've had time to reflect on it, I've noticed it. And now I can do something about it. I can still go to the beach, but I just go down there when there's not many people around. Go to the park, go to the woods, again, when there's not many people around. And as a result, that makes me feel infinitely better in mind, body and soul. And as a result, everything around me feels a lot better as well. You might be in a situation now where you're thinking to yourself, now that we're slowly coming out of lockdown, what are the things that I want in my life? What are the things that I don't want in my life? And it's a really good thing if you can think like that, but it's even better if you've got the courage to make those changes. You could be watching this and thinking to yourself, do you know what? Yeah, I'm in a situation at this moment in time where there are people in my life that I really don't want to be in my life. It could be a situation where you might be thinking about a job that you had prior to lockdown that you might have been doing whilst lockdown has been in place. And now you're getting to the point where you're thinking, I like the job, it's alright, the people are alright, but it's just not where I want to be anymore. Positive self-reflection. You might be in a situation where when we had the lockdown and we only had that 1 hour allotted exercise, it might have made you realise that there are certain things that I can do without. And now that we're coming out of lockdown, I can still do without those certain things. In other words, if we get to a situation where something happens, such as the lockdown, such as the 1 hour exercise that we were only allotted prior to now coming out of it, if that can make us be more reflective in our thoughts and think, well, what else can I do without in my life that I thought I really needed in my life? And can I start to change that and have the courage to change that? We're going to feel infinitely better. You're going to feel better. The thing for me, if we're not careful, now that we're slowly coming out of lockdown, if we're not careful, what's going to happen is we're just going to fall back into our old ways without missing this absolutely phenomenal opportunity of putting ourselves in a reflective frame of mind. Most people that I speak to about reflecting haven't done any reflecting, which I understand because during the lockdown they've just been worried about the situation, anxious, which is natural. But my question to them, which is now my question to you, now that we're slowly coming out of lockdown, why don't you use this time to start reflecting on the things that are important to you as opposed to the things that are not important to you and have the courage to change them? Otherwise, we're just going to miss a real opportunity. Hope that makes sense. Please stay well, stay safe, keep reflecting. Bye for now.